What's up, y'all? I'm Juliandy, and welcome to something that I don't normally do. It's a 2024 NFL mock draft. Okay, this is the first one that I've done, at least in terms of in front of YouTube and you who are watching, which, by the way, thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And today we're doing a 2-round mock draft with this year's draft class. We're going to start with no trades. This is no trades now. Will trades happen in the NFL draft? Absolutely. Like 1,000,000%. So starting off here, number 1, Chicago, it's Caleb Williams. It can't be anyone but him. There's even rumors of the my goodness, the Commanders trying to trade up, offering like extra first-round picks, and the Bears turning that down. They're locked in. Now the Commanders, this is where the draft kind of really starts, I guess, technically. Now, I believe this should be Drake May, but everything recently has been pointing to Jayden Daniels. All the rumors, however, came out yesterday or the day before that Jayden Daniels wants to play for the Patriots because apparently his interview with the Commanders did not go well. So based on that, and of course it's smokescreen season, Drake May, number 2. Now this would be a potential trade spot. The Patriots, if they don't like Jayden Daniels, if they don't like J.J. McCarthy, which somehow all of a sudden J.J. McCarthy is the greatest quarterback to never play football. Can't wait to see what happens here. But I believe this will be Jayden Daniels, a good mobile quarterback. Probably has the highest upside, but also has the lowest floor. He could be Lamar Jackson. He could also be Malik Willis. That's a very big disparity. Cardinals. Now, this is pretty simple in my mind. It has to be wide receiver for them. It's probably their biggest need. You know, Kyler Murray, he needs some help down there. And Marvin Harrison can give a lot of help to a team. Chargers. Now, the Chargers are in an interesting position. They just traded all of their wide receivers. This is, for me, a potential trade down spot to collect extra picks. I could see the Vikings moving up here to jump the Giants for J.J. McCarthy. But this is a no-trade situation. Now, I actually think what they should do is probably take a wide receiver. They just traded all of them. So go after. But it's not going to be Malik Neighbors. It's going to be Rome Odunze. That's right. Which, by the way, if you ever watched my... what's his name? LaMarcus Jussel series. He played for us. He was our favorite receiver during that time, ironically. So here he is, going top 5 to the San Diego Chargers. Now, do I agree with J.J. McCarthy being a top 6 pick in the NFL draft? I don't. I don't know how that's even possible, but it's going to happen here. J.J. McCarthy to the Giants. Defend my pick. I don't need to defend my pick. The Giants need to defend their pick. Titans, for me, this has been offensive tackle all day long. Joe Alt may go earlier than this. You know, this is a very offense-heavy draft, and no, he could go top 5. Someone could trade up to jump, trade with the Cardinals. But in this mock draft, he goes number 7 to the Titans. And up next, the Falcons. Now, the Falcons are an interesting situation. Dallas Turner, will he be the first defensive player off the board? I think he is. Yes. Big, strong, fast. And guess who's back up on the board? It's the Bears and Caleb Williams. Now, here's where it gets interesting. They could go Malik Neighbors and go crazy and just have an incredible, set of 3. They could go Brock Bowers, have a great 2 tight end set. They could go defense on the defensive secondary. There's a lot of different places. But here's what we're going to go. For them, it's going to be Latu. They saw one edge go off the board. They said, we can't miss out. They get potentially the best defensive player in this draft. He has a lot of question marks, I know. And the best offensive player in this draft. That's pretty great with 2 top 10 picks. The Jets. I really like the Jets and Brock Bowers. I think that's a perfect fit for Brock. Go to New York. He's going to help Aaron Rodgers, who doesn't necessarily always use his tight ends. But Brock Bowers, he can be a focal point. Now look at this. Here we are, the Vikings. They've missed out on everything. Missed out on the quarterback. Malik Neighbors is still there. Now, we have heard reports that Malik Neighbors is falling down boards because of attitude and off-the-field stuff. Interesting. I actually really like Malik Neighbors quite a bit. But the Vikings don't need a receiver. They have just drafted one last year. They have Justin Jefferson. Where do they need help? They're going to take the offensive lineman. Not Fashanu, it's Fashanu. I'm pretty sure that's how he came out and told us how Fashanu. However you say it, they're taking him. They want to protect whatever quarterback they end up getting. Now, they could wait till the second round, get Michael Penix. No, they have another pick. So be ready. Could be Michael Penix or Bo Nix. Probably not Bo Nix. Denver, guess what? They're in an interesting situation as well. They need a quarterback. They could have been thought to trade up. There's be a potential for them to trade down here, but they cannot pass up on Malik Neighbors. Yes, they have Cortland Sutton, but they want Malik Neighbors to be their new feature wide receiver. They traded Jerry Jeudy, so there is technically a hole at wide receiver for them. So they're going with Malik Neighbors. Raiders. Again, another quarterback. But it's going to be Talise Fuaga. They need to shore up that offensive line, which has been not good. Good defense. You build through the trenches. Okay, Raiders, they're going to be smart. They're going to build through the trenches. Grab that offensive lineman. New Orleans Saints. Now, they're upset that Fuaga just went, but they're going to bolster their defensive line. Byron Murphy. Okay, watch out. Saints defense legit next year. Indianapolis Colts. Now, this is actually really good for them because they're going to draft in my opinion, my favorite cornerback, Quinion Mitchell from Toledo. Yes, Toledo. Okay, I absolutely love him. They're going to shore up that defense secondary. Seattle. They need offensive lineman help. This is Troy Fontenot. Absolutely. Did I pick the wrong player? Did I actually pick the wrong player for somebody? No, I didn't. We're good. I mixed up Fontenot and Fuaga. We're good. Jacksonville, also very easy for them. They're taking Brian Thomas Jr. They want to get that wide receiver. They lost Calvin Ridley. They did get Gabe Davis, but they need to get more weapons to Trevor Lawrence. So they take Brian Thomas Jr., which is kind of crazy for him. He's jumped up the boards, but he should not be overlooked. Originally, I thought, maybe early second round for him. No, he's going to go first round. Too big, too strong, too fast. Cincinnati. Now, they're kind of upset. They've missed out on pretty much everything, so they're going to take J.C. Latham. They got to protect Joe Burrow. You cannot let Joe Burrow just continue to get injured over and over again. Got to protect him, so they take J.C. Latham. Rams, they could go a lot of different places. Arnold, I can see Verse, Wiggins. Wiggins has as much upside as anything. Marius Mims, I'm not as high on Mims as anyone else. But they're going to go cornerback Terrion Arnold. Take him there, kind of help out. Early since Jalen Ramsey, they kind of need a lockdown corner. Arnold could be that. He could be that. Pittsburgh. Marius Mims. Again, we're going to build through the trenches. This is what they should do. Never forget, no trades. I would love to trade, but can't. Miami. I have no clue what Miami's going to do. They have so many... I have no idea what they're going to do. Okay. They'll go this would be a perfect trade down spot for them, or maybe trade up. They don't really need anything that's available here. They're probably really upset. But they're going to go Tyler Guyton. They want to protect, Tua. One more concussion, he might be done for his career, unfortunately. Eagles. They need a cornerback. They want high upside. They're going Nate Wiggins, one of the fastest players in this draft, just absolute burner. Guess where we're at? Vikings back on the board. They want to win now. They want to compete. And maybe the most day one ready quarterback is Michael Penix Jr. That's what they're going to pick with the 23rd overall pick. So they go offensive line, quarterback. You know what? For me, that sounds pretty good if I'm a Vikings fan. Now, do you miss out on with J.J. McCarthy? Is it safer to take Michael Penix and just pick, your offensive lineman for the future? Let me know down in the comments what you think about that. Dallas is low-key kind of a mess. It's been a really bad off season for them. So they could use a tackle, but there's not really any tackles, coming up over the next little bit. Quarterback, could they? I think later in the draft they'll take some. I could see Sam Hartman going in like the fourth, fifth round. Tight end they don't really need. Wide receiver, maybe I could see him taking Adonai Mitchell. You'll keep him in Texas. I'm sure a lot of Dallas fans would love that. But that's not where I see them going. Okay, I think they're going to take Jared Verse. They're taking upside. It's best player available. They didn't think he would get here, and he does. Jared Verse, welcome to the Dallas Cowboys. Green Bay is sitting here saying, wow, I cannot believe Cooper made it to us, but no, they're going Kool-Aid. They're drinking that Kool-Aid. Okay, they're going again, high upside. Cooper DeJean, John? I don't remember. I need to, remember how to say these guys' names. It's my first mock draft, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Buccaneers, they need a lot of help. They're really upset that Jared Verse did not make it to them. Again, no trades. They probably would trade up. Now, this is kind of crazy. They're going to go Adonai Mitchell. Why? Because Mike Evans getting older, Chris Godwin getting older. But they want to give Baker a real chance. So they're going to take a wide receiver. That is not what maybe I would do, but I think that's what's going to happen. A.D. Mitchell, love him. Superstar at Georgia, and then superstar at Texas. Cardinals back on the clock. They need a lot of everything. So you can go Jackson, Powers, Johnson. Big, really good offensive lineman. Really help shore up their offensive line. Again, Kyler Murray, he can run around, but you necessarily don't want him to run around. Okay? Let him show out, get some good blocking. Give him a chance back there, okay? And the really Arizona should focus on defense with the rest of their draft picks. Buffalo, man, I'm sorry, y'all. Again, all the good, I'll say good receivers are gone. But all the first round receivers are gone. Maybe Ladd McConkey, you could talk me into, just losing Stephon Diggs. I'm kind of talking myself into it. Ladd McConkey, welcome to the Buffalo Bills. Detroit. They're finally going to stop the Cooper fall. They're going to take him and say, hey, you can play anywhere. Safety, sure. Corner, sure. We're taking the best player available. Just what Detroit needs. Hey, watch out. Lions football is back. Was it ever really there? No, I don't think so. But they are there now. Baltimore, again, they are so close to make it to the Super Bowl, but really, really difficult. So, again, I don't know what to go. Jordan Morgan, it seems early for him. But again, if you're Baltimore, are you taking best player available? Or are you taking what you need? I think for them, they need to shore up that offensive line. Jordan Morgan, I think it's really early for him. But guess what? They're going to take him. San Francisco, they need offensive line help, but again, no trades, can't trade down, can't trade up. Now, this is going to be a little bit crazy. I'm going to take a wide receiver for them. They're going to go Xavier Worthy. They saw the speed, and they saw Debo not like him being there. Brandon Ayuk not really like being there. They need some. They need more speed. No, they don't need more speed. I believe that they're going to trade Brandon Ayuk, and they're going to draft Xavier Worthy. The Worthy fall is gone. Okay, when you break the record for the best, what's it called, 40-yard dash, that's what happens. Kansas City, again, I think this is really obvious. This has to be a wide receiver. I love Troy Franklin. I think it's going to be Roman Wilson. I think he's going to fly up boards. He is sneaky fast. He just didn't get as many targets as, the guys at Texas. I think he's very, very good. Exceptional route runner. I mean, at the Senior Bowl, he was making guys look silly. Carolina, they're finally on the board. They also need wide receiver help. Okay, they're going to take Troy Franklin because they like that speed. And guess what? It is a run on wide receivers. Okay, it's going to be Malachi Corley going to the New England Patriots. They picked a quarterback, then they get their wide receiver, and they need a lot of help. The Patriots, yikes! So here we are, Arizona. What do we do? Already taking everything. We're going to take Jerzon Newton. Okay, we're going to go through these second round picks a little bit faster than our first rounds. So Washington back up. They've already picked their quarterback of the future. So what do they do now? They take Chop Robinson, who really probably should have gone earlier. Now that I almost actually forgot about him, not going to lie. But Chop Robinson goes. Really good pick for the Washington Commanders. Back up, the Chargers. Guess what? They said, how can Graham Barton fall to us? Thank you very much. We will take that. Build the offensive line. Titans back on the board. They're going to take... What are they going to take? Let's see. Looking a lot. I think Braden fixed it a lot. What it be? So that's what we're going to go with. Give them Fisk. I got lots of A's here, which is great. It's because we're picking what they need. So here we are. We're taking Darius Robinson for the Panthers. We'll go through this quickly. Commanders back on the board again. And guess what? They don't need a wide receiver. They are very, very good there. They have a decent defense. I like them. Do we give them offensive tackle? They don't really need it that much. This is the Commanders. They're going to go crazy. They're going to go Rakestraw Jr. Just go upside with those corners. Do they really need one? Not really. But they're going to get one. Packers. Up here. They're going to be the first linebacker draft pick because that's the Packers. They always pick random positions that they don't necessarily need. But they're going to take him. Texans first draft pick of the year. And guess what? They need a corner. And gotta love Lassiter. He's going to them. Back to the Atlanta Falcons. What do they need at this point? It says wide receiver. I don't think they need wide receiver, but guess what? They're going to take a wide receiver. Kirk Cousins is there. Give him all kinds of weapons. Make it just a nightmare for the NFC South. Oakland Raiders. Guess what? Bo Nix is going to the Raiders. They're going to take a second-round pick instead of trying to trade up, invest a huge, really a giant investment in one of those first 4 or 5 quarterbacks. They're going to wait. Bo Nix is going to fall to them. You know, Bo Nix would be a really good player. No, he could be, ironically, he could be Derek Carr with a little more athleticism. Very interesting situation there. Now we got the New Orleans Saints. I really want to give them Keon Coleman, just because, you know, Michael Thomas last year of his contract. I'm going to give them offensive tackle, Mr. Kingsley, going to the Saints. Colts back on it. Now looking here, I honestly don't know what to do with them. I could give them him. Actually, you know what? No, I do what we're going to do. Ja'Tavion Sanders, tight ends. They have a lot of big, beefy tight ends, and they have a great receiving tight end there for Anthony or Richardson. Back to the Giants, I think Keon Coleman and the Giants, a match made in heaven. They need a lot of help. Give J.J. McCarthy an extra player to throw to. Jacksonville, second pick here. Man, they need a lot of help. TJ Tampa, no. I already gave him wide receiver. Yeah, I like Max Melton. Well, Max Melton is lowly rated here. I didn't even realize that. Max Melton to Jacksonville. They need another corner, and they're going to get it. Bengals. They have invested saying, we will protect. Okay, we will protect. What's his name? This is where Leggett's going to go. So Xavier Leggett, he's going to go there. He's going to be kind of the T. Higgins replacement. I have some questions about Leggett. I think he's awesome. Super explosive, but I don't know if he's quite matured enough there. Eagles, they have a couple picks here back to back. And we have some offensive linemen ready to go. Zach Frazier, perfect, falls right to the Eagles. Gotta love it. And now, Pittsburgh, what are we doing here moving through? They have a lot of needs. Wide receiver, I guess is one of them. I didn't really think so. Polk would be good. Trey Walker, I really like Trey Walker, or Tez Walker. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait. We're gonna continue to just make their defense absolutely crazy. Or are we? Do we give them another linebacker? Yeah, we're gonna go Peyton Wilson. Their defense is already great, but they need to continue to take steps forward. But they're gonna go on to defense. You never know. Late in the draft, I think they take a lot more offensive players. Rams, y'all need a whole lot of everything. So we're gonna give them Chris Braswell. Eagles back up again. They just picked a few seconds ago, and here they are back on the board. Where's offensive tackle? That's what they need. And they're going to take Patrick Paul from Houston. Okay, they just locked up their left tackle. Of course, they lost Jason Kelsey, so they have a lot of offensive line potential holes to fill. Browns, their first pick on quite a while, and they need lots of things. They need lots of things. Defense, actually, I think their defense is pretty good. Offense with, what's his name, coming back. Interesting, but Trey Sweat can't fall any further. Gotta give them, their defensive line is going to be absolutely insane, okay? This is interesting. Right before Chris Jenkins, too easy. Again, the Dolphins, they're great on everywhere but the trenches. So they're building their trenches in this draft. Very, very smart. Dallas. A lot of places they could go, a lot of ways. They can go Junior Colson. Is that necessarily a need? Not really. But they would take one of the best players available. Now, let's see. Buccaneers back up. Already took Javion Mitchell. They could double up wide receiver. That'd be wild. I highly doubt that. I don't know, Cooper, is it BB or Bibe? I actually don't know. They're going to take him. Packers up next. Again, they're in a great position. They are so young, so good, so ready. They're going to take Jalen Polk. Just kind of go upside with him. Texans back on the board. They don't really need anything on offense. It's really what they need on defense. Look at the defensive lineman. Michael Hall Jr. Guess what? Welcome to the Texans. Bills back on the board. Bills, they have lost so much. They're going to take Tyler Nubin. They lost safeties this year, so they need one to step in and really give some leadership there, some really high-level play. Back up. Lions, and man, they wish they took something else maybe other than Cooper, but they're happy with that. So as they look here, running backs are starting to become a potential. I really think that it's not going to happen. How much I want to give them edge help or defensive line help, I think they're good. I'd love to give them Blake Corum to keep him up there. Or give them just another cornerback. No, we didn't give him a cornerback. But I don't know what to do here, man. What do I do here? So Christian Hayes, give me their inside offensive lineman. Ravens on the clock. Yeah, let's do TJ Tampa. He has fallen long enough as I right click. 49ers, man, what do they need? The answer is not really much. We give him that. I guess we could give him a offensive lineman. Pampuni, no, that's too early for him. Sure. They're gonna take offensive tackle. He'll bump inside. I'm not too familiar with his game. Chiefs, man, they're happy with how this board has fallen. They're gonna take the man from Michigan, the champion, and there it is. That is our draft for this episode. So we might do another one here in a little bit with trades. Maybe that'll be just the first round, because that'd be pretty crazy. Take a list. We got Caleb Williams, and all these other ads is fine. Caleb Williams, Drake May, Jane Daniels, Marvin Harrison, Rome Dunze. That's right. Surprise top 5. Some fallers. League neighbors all the way to 12. Now, will that happen with trades? I don't think so. Some people picked late. Brian Thomas was there. Tyler Guyton going 21. So what do you think? Am I crazy? Am I absolutely crazy and I don't know how to do a mock draft? Potentially. But hey, thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. I'm Joe Landy, and we will see you next time.